So, analyzing flash drive part 3. This is going to be looking at tracks bronze, silver, and gold. Bronze is easily the song that I have the most conflicted feelings about, because it's the one that I can't really say is phenomenal, but it's not one that I can say is necessarily bad either. It's like, it's just good. it's good. It's like a 7.5 out of 10 track. And we're gonna go through why here. Let's go. Have a good one, Letus. So, already something huge to talk about. This. I think this might be a controversial take. I don't actually know, but I feel like that could have been like that little speech at the beginning there. I don't think it was needed in the actual song version. I think that it fits very, very well in the video. I think that position for that section there works really well. But I think in like the actual song, it's not exactly necessary. I feel like it could be like just exchange for the like the slowly building, or even like, because like listen to maybe let's slowly fading in here. Not even beginning with but maybe like and especially because in the album, this is actually the longest song. This is the closest track that we get to 5 minutes. I believe it's like actually 4:59, which is kind of it's kind of silly. Just messing. Though I will say it has heavy Coheed Cambria vibes from Unheavenly Creatures when the album starts. Don't mind it. Hell yeah. Might bounce, and that's okay. It's not really for everybody. But yeah, I just feel like it could be shortened in this version. Like it could be like, because this is about right here is about 20 seconds into the song. Yeah, I feel like it could have been shortened to like 4 minutes 30 thereabout. No, you're good. But yeah, I feel like it could have been, guess it could have been done like a bit better in that sort of a sense. I don't think the narration really needs to be there if it's like on a re-listen or something like that. However, what I do really love is the chanting. Hype fucking stuff. And this like dwarf / forge metal feel is so fucking sick. And the beat itself is cool too. Like, it's very driving. It keeps up a pace, even though some of the lyrics may not later on, which we'll talk about. Break. This track structurally is actually really solid. Break. And then this chorus is actually one of the catchiest that Will has done in a long time. Just that reset is clean. Listen to this. Da 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 da, bro. God, dude, so good. Like, what I will say, among all of the songs in here, this song is the most structurally cohesive and consistently driving. Like, I don't think, like, White, as much as I love that song, it meanders a bit. It has some structural issues that don't really fit with the rest of the core essence of itself. Like, there are some times where you feel like it's going somewhere, but then it doesn't. With Red, it's very similar to this, but I don't feel as though it's as tightly knit together as this. This is just very tight, very cohesive, very one section into the next, it's just very driving, and it's very cool how Will structured this track. I do have my problems with it, which we will get to, but right now, I'm gonna start by saying, like, this is easily the most cohesive, driving, and consistently, momentum-filled track in the album. It is really structurally solid, and I really like it for that reason. Like that bit? Break. Break. And I really like how, whereas here, like here, second chorus, we don't need to do that. We don't need a pre-chorus. Just goes right into it. Been invaded, you've held it underneath for far too long. So push back harder, make them holy martyr. It's also a really good sing-along. You are no bronze. Easily, one of my favorite moments on the album is this build. It's really cool. It's really good. It's a Will lyric for sure, that one. And then Sorry. I just thought it would have been better with a key change. Both Nath and me thought that at the same time. Like, Nath and I were on, like, full fucking wavelengths with that bit, so don't fucking at me. He agrees. He agrees. Anyway. This song just feels like it would be epic with a key change. Bringing down the ceiling. Giving time and time for Titan's song. It's your time, you have grown up fast. Now gaze at what you have become. You're not bronze. You are no bronze. Bronze. So, overall, I think this is actually, like, again, structurally, the best in the album. The build-up to this breakdown is so sick, but it's actually a lot more than just sick. It's smart, because the entire track thus far has been completely clean vocals. I don't think y'all really thought about that much, except for 1 point. One. Exactly one. And that is right here. 1 bit. There is one section, that little bit at the tail end of the pre-chorus, that has the harsh vocals. But throughout the rest of this, there's none. It's just the chants in the background that have the grit, like the broads, 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 broads. Like, you have that, which is like, it's almost like that Full Metal shout that Will does. That's what I call it, the Full Metal shout. But you don't get harsh vocals for like all of the track, and then suddenly this shit fucking hits you like... And it's so sick. It's so well done, because this section like lures you into a sense of calmness, but then the second part of the buildup is like, oh wait, we're doing something here. This isn't just like a calm bridge section. We're building, and then, pardon me, it just... It's so smart. It really is. It's very, very smart writing. And honestly, like, the instrumental is pretty solid too. Like, from here, that riff is pretty decent. And I like that. There's like this ting sound effect that rubs off on all of the dun 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 dun, like all of the third beats, or every 6 beats it goes dun 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 dun. Like, it has that. That's really cool. And I talked about this in Yellow, but the guitar leads this song. This is a very, like, lead guitar focused song where it builds off of itself. It knows when to subtract from itself. It's the thing that carries the structure of the song, because you don't get this transition from the verse to that without the guitar, because that's the only thing here. Very driving, it's very punchy. It's a very basic riff, but it fits for the kind of like the Viking metal that this song is going for. And then we get to here. No guitar. This is why it makes you do that kind of like, what's going on? Like, the fact that there's no guitar in this section is what makes you, it's what makes you go into that kind of false sense of security with a little bit of unease, because this track has been so focused on the guitar work the entire time through. It's like, well, ooh, okay, there's no guitar here, but it has all these synths, like all this industrial soundscape stuff that really makes you go like, ooh, this, I should feel tense. There's something going on here. And then in the middle of this, what da 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 dum dum, what da 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 dum 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 dum, what da 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 dum dum da dum da dum da dum dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum da dum da dum bum. And it's, the structure of this song is super, super smart. If only it had bass. But also, this breakdown is so sick because, listen to this. This is the complete opposite of what we dealt with in Blue, because we had those guitar squeals and the pinch harmonic squeals that were happening in that pre-chorus, the boo, bah, boo kind of thing that we had there. None of that here. It's tight, it's very small, it's boop or bop. Like it has, it's very reserved, but it fits where it needs to fit and it works where it needs to work. It's very effortless. It's very seamless in this track. So good. And the sustain on the hammer hit here is so good. That not just the snare itself, but there's a hammer layered sound effect behind it that just, ooh, yeah, dude. It's so good. So very nice. Just good stuff all around. Love it, love it, love it. Man, like instrumentally and structurally, this might be up there with favorite tracks on the album. And then I really like the ending here with having all these chords right here. This is so cool. Listen to how much there is. Like this extended riff. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I just. It's just stellar stuff instrumentally. This might be one of the best instrumentals on the album, like bar none. It's really good. The only thing it needed is this, because this is so much better. Relied on giving time. It's a phantom tyrant's song. It's your time, you have grown up fast. Now gaze at what you have become. You're the bronze. You are the bronze. Like, I think that the key change ending would have just fucking worked, man. I think it just would have worked. But it wasn't meant to be. It didn't end up happening. That's not a point off for the album, as I've said with the other songs that I think could have had key changes. But this is a case where it's like, it could have been so good with one. And it would have worked. It just didn't end up happening. However, we get to my complaint with this song. And that's the vocals, because sometimes the song can be very annoying with its vocals, especially... It's actually the most prevalent in right here. But now you've got yourself. That is so auto-tuned. It's ridiculous. It is absurdly auto-tuned in some of these sections. This is something that I haven't really talked about with the rest of the album, but I'm talking about it here because it shows up here. This album is mega processed vocally, and it's something that Nath has actually talked about a couple times, where not only is it mega processed, but Will has this filter that creates some very weird sounds with some of his consonants and his syllables, and it's like, I'm not really a fan. And especially in songs like Dying to Find a Home, it is ultra mega processed there, where Cammy Cat's vocals, we'll get into that someday, maybe in an Analyzing Open Infinitum thing, where Cammy Cat's vocals are horrible because they're so mega processed. And I know that she can do so much better because I'm subscribed to her. But it's just very weird vocally, and at least in like the verse sections, I'm not sure, like, I like the melody choices, but some of Will's deliveries are just Kifafi, or Kafafi rather. How you doing? It takes courage to admit it. It takes the will of a warrior to fulfill it. A mortal being has a limit. I also think that these bronze... I feel like they could be upped in volume and less of a red light kind of thing. Like, it have less of a filter, make them fill out the sound a lot more, not just have them be a consistent like whoop, 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 whoop. Have them instead be a whoa, 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 whoa. Like, not just whoop, whoop, whoop. Have them be whoa, whoa, whoa. Just make that a change. And then, like, the vocals here. Climbing a crevasse down the hole with a fire inside. The pitch correction there is weird. It reminds me of actually old Onyx Colony stuff, specifically, I want to say, like, side Rage, am I thinking of? Like, this reminds me of Onyx Colony level pitch correction. And the last thing that Will should want is to have Onyx Colony mixing comparisons. So... climbing a crevasse down the hole with a fire inside. To rebuild, broken by the hills, wailing on the ones who lied. And then... And to think they thought they had you on the ground, but I believe they're far too high in the sky, talking ass doomed to die. That lyric has always been really funny to me. Talking ass doomed to die! Like, it's another Will lyric. But now, the biggest problem with this song to me is actually, like, vocally, it's the breakdown. You swallowed whole by the dawn. You broke your skin for too long. We count the scars of your past. It's a bronze. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. I want you to fucking hate. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Now, put that in the full mix. Now, I'm going to do something I rarely do and compare it to my version. Because I have been told by many people that I actually did this better. at least like the vocal end and like making it heavier. Instead of this, make it make those voices down there, make this into actual screams. Have ho! Have ho! Have ho! Not just have ho! Have ho! Dubbed over itself several times. Make it feel something. Make their emotion there. Because this, as it stands, and I can even pull up the vocals. I can even pull up the vocal stems. Where is it? Here they are. Here they are. Have. As compared to. I just think it works to have them as screams. And honestly, because there is the distinct lack of human feeling, as these songs talk about like human experiences, human emotions, that's a point down. Which is why I say that like this is a 7 to 7.5, maybe even 8 out of 10. I think that this is a solid enough track. I think it is good enough to service the album, but I think it could just be much better, which is my opinion with everything. It's why I call this album mid. Because, yet again, this is a case where, yes, the track is serviceable, but it could be great, exceptional even. But you just have to take a little bit more time. And that's the other thing that makes this album so difficult to analyze. This album took like 3 years to make in total. It was like the first single was Blue in 2022, which is really telling about like where Will's priorities were at this time. It wasn't actually doing what he set out to do, which is like he said like it'd be remade within the year, and it's like, I got a job to do. No, you fucking don't. This wasn't a job. This turned into an obligation that you just happened to find the time to do by the end. This is... I have a lot of problems with Will recently, and like this, the production on this album specifically makes it really hard to give him any good graces. But, dogs, if I had to leave things on a high note, I appreciate the hell out of the fact that this album, or this track, has these like this second chorus is changed, and
just let it out and you'll find out you're stronger than hope. Rely on given kindness, shelter for titans in song.
I really like these bits.
It's your time, you have grown up fast. Now gaze at what you have become. Your loved ones.
I really like the way that those are done. Like the amount of layers here is
Stronger than hope, relied on given kindness.
like it just sounds nice in my ear holes, and really all that's what you want from a song, you know. Just something that sounds good in your ears. So that's Bronze. It's okay. it's all right. However, it's time for a super fucking slammer, because this is my third favorite track on the album, and it starts fucking ripping. Fuck, man. And then who likes anime? Love that soft bit. And then fucking this shit. Love that rundown. Destiny was already mine. And I love this because it's just a bunch of zeros. And then the riff here, but back to zeros. I love how it's just some solid zeros. And then I have many issues with that. Lightning. Now, is this the best song in the album? No. But it's damn close. Because this track is a whole lot of fucking fun. Like, this, like, it just opens ripping. Like, the riffs here are very technical. Like, it's got a lot of, like, guitar brrrs. Ooh. Those very like, those almost like militantly evil. I really like that. And I like these synths in the back here. This part is very low key. It's very just skippy with the guitars, and it's really cool. And then this is just slammy. But even then, that and then the drums there. And then I really just like that synth in the background. That's really cool. I never noticed that before either. And then just it's so stupid, but it's so much fun because it's just some solid zeros, and we need solid zeros in metal. And then the harms on here, the harms on these leads. It's so much fun. There's like a solo happening there. Listen to this. And and then I love that the synth. Yeah, dude. Lightning. And then the vocals are actually pretty solid here. Like from the rip, we just
I've had enough of the knife, had enough of the bleeding, he like the bleeding. I bow to the rock oligarchs.
like I love that bit.
He like the bleeding. I bow to the rock oligarchs, constructed to kill and steal and share it. Down to the chopper like needed like Jesus. I can't believe I feel this. Cause while I'm definitely breathing, I'm obliged to leave and great exhale I can see.
And then this, the distortion and the reverb here is really cool.
They're wanting me to breathe from the mouth. I'm going south, going down. I'm breaking out. But what if I die tomorrow? But I'll be truly be gone.
Very basic, but it works.
Or I stand by the heels of a broken man. Leave my feet fate beyond my taking. Made from stars, made from awakening. Destiny was already mine.
Love that softness there.
Life I need defining in the silver lightning.
And then this is just dumb.
As if the dagger never healed. As if our hands on the knees, falling harder than it's already out. I was in the position of the ground, even versus in the heart. I was doomed to depart from the weight I carried to the lands of the valleys and the heavens to reality, but the things I do to recover from you. Far too bad for them.
And then it has the audacity to do all that and then just and for those of you who like say that that's automated and that he sped that up, I think that in at least the studio version it might be, but I think that's fine as long as you can perform it live. And Will has performed the song live, and he did that bit with flying colors, and I thought it was great. So it's like, I don't really mind if it's sped up in the actual, like, in the studio version, if you can do it live. And that's, I think it's perfectly fine if he does it that way.
The meaning of screaming, dreaming of clearing my mind. As my spirit depleted, I stirred the ceiling. Now to will to breathe in. Was it all
The reverb again.
Was it enough? Was it enough? I broke my nail and now my nails are deep inside my life. Was it all for you? Was it enough? Was it enough?
And I like that he goes into more of a goblin with the highs there. Was I enough? Was I enough? Like that's cool.
All I can bear was force my hand. It's not my time to say goodbye.
I love and how much that rings out.
But what if I die tomorrow and I may truly be gone? Live through the shores of a land, or I stand by the heels of a broken man. Made my fate beyond my taking. Made from stars, made from awakening. Destiny was already mine. Before the afterlife, I need defining in the silver lightning.
I like this actually, because if we go back here,
In the silver lightning.
in the second chorus,
Silver lightning.
he actually goes, I believe that's either one or two notes higher. Like little differentiations in the chorus, and even when it begins,
Oh, what if I die tomorrow?
in comparison to,
Oh, what if I die tomorrow?
like it's little differences like that which make Will's songwriting is pretty economic, I would say, in terms of that. It builds on itself, and like it's not any major changes, but at least it tries to build on itself in an organic way, you know.
Breaking down inside, I know I was never found. Body in the river.
Very low, gross stuff here.
I drew first blood under the hood. I was born to turn around. Darkest of the ties, some of the costs they weren't enough to keep the spirit out. I walked the blackest of the flame, drove into jaws of pain. Wolverines began, will you show you? The gods won't keep me down. So if I die tomorrow, I'll be far from gone. Let me crush out up.
And then lyric changes for this last chorus.
Through the winds of a broken man, made my fate beyond my taking. Made from stars, made from awakening. Destiny was already mine. Before the afterlife, no more waking up thinking
I love the harmony there.
because I found the lightning in this silver lining.
I feel like that should have been changed. Again, this is another thing that I agree with Darth Nathan, avid member of the community. I feel it could have gone in the silver lining. Like it could have had an extended high note, like a
Silver lining.
silver lining. Like it could have had something like that, where instead of just silver lining, like that that just doesn't, at least not to me, it doesn't feel like it resolves very well. And then just adding like another just in place of that, it's just it doesn't really work for me. But then the ending kind of find your silver lining. Like, yeah, this is my third favorite track on the album because it's catchy, it's heavy, which I love. It feels very anthemic, and it feels like this is what a lot of FlashDrive is. Like, this is a very, like, I don't think this song could have existed anywhere else in Will's discography. I think this is just a very FlashDrive centric song and encapsulates all of really what FlashDrive is about. However, it does have a few problems, but I think those problems are actually pretty easily overlooked, more than the others that I actually list as my favorites. Like that are above this one, Red and White. I think that this is easily like one, like besides Bronze, I think the song is the most structurally clean on the album. It's one of the more impressive ones in terms of what Will decides to do with it vocally. I just think that there's something about it that's not making me enjoy it as much as I probably should. In terms of like how I'm talking about it now. Like, I don't like it as much as Red or White. There's something very primal about those two, whereas this one is a lot more like high conceptual, talking about like how you, like, it's very existential, whereas the other ones are much more of like primal, universally resonant emotions. This one is more like specific towards, honestly, it's more specific towards creators, which makes it less accessible than the other ones. Now that I'm thinking about it, that might actually be why I like this one a little bit less than those two, because Red and White, as my favorites, they're much more universal tracks to enjoy from a conceptual standpoint. This one is a lot more high concept and it pertains to like existentialism and life as a creator and what you want to do and how you want to leave your mark after you're gone. What kind of like that silver lining, that light that you want to leave behind. It is a very high concept track, and while I enjoy that, I myself write pretty high concept stuff in terms of my lyricism. Players and Pieces go all about that. But I don't feel it's as emotionally resonant as the others in terms of that. I feel that this song could have been much more fitting. Like, it is as fitting as a FlashDrive song as it can get, but I feel like the concept is almost too high to be anywhere else but FlashDrive, but it almost doesn't fit with FlashDrive because of how high concept it is. And if you're going to ask Bronze, I really don't know what that song's about, to be honest. Like, maybe the craft of making the thing, but it's like, I don't know. Doesn't really come across that well. Anyway, last track. Final song. Yeah. Let's go. We have Gold. This is a pretty emotionally resonant song. I think that this is... We're just gonna play it. No, let's not have that as a reference. this song is deceptively difficult to talk about. It's a song that I don't like analyzing. I don't like analyzing this song because of the place that it comes from. Fuck off, Windows. This is a song about honoring the people you've lost. And that, as someone who has lost many people, especially over the course of the last few years, is very important to me. It hits especially hard. So I'm gonna do something I rarely do. I'm gonna concede with this one. This is a song that means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. And to be honest, I can't take that away from you. If you think that this song is the best in the album, great. If you think this song is the worst in the album, more power to you. If this song is in a very unique spot where you can't really rate it or rank it, you just listen to it based off of emotion, which is what I do, we're in the same boat. I'm not going to analyze this one, which is very antithetical to this series, but I think that, like, I know that it probably feels like a very safe decision, but this is the kind of track that I can't justify analyzing on a more clinical level like I have the other ones, because this one is just, it's so much more unique to the SSD concept for FlashDrive. It's, again, it's a lot more existentialist, and to an extent it's a lot more creator based. It talks about the creation that others have made and the imprints they have left, that being the imprints of human conditioning and influence, and what they leave behind in us. The gold of them is left here. It's said in that line, the gold is ours and your past is mine. It's a really surprisingly deep and emotionally resonant song that I was not expecting when I first heard it. But this is one that'll always stick with me in terms of Will's material. It's very, very special in that regard. I have my own qualms with it in terms of the mix. Again, no bass, very flat drums, the same vocal effect. But this is just one of those that I really treasure. And again, I don't feel right doing the whole ranking thing with it, or the whole like analyzing by quality thing with it, because I just think that it means so much more. It means so much more as a piece of art than a dissectable song, which is more than I can say for literally any song on here. This song is more unique to the rest of the track list. But that leaves us, at the end of the Analyzing FlashDrive series. And what conclusions did this give us in terms of this collection? What did we learn by analyzing FlashDrive? Absolutely fuck nothing, man. This is literally just me trying to iron out the point that it's my opinion, the album is overall kind of mid. But there are some bits that I like. There's just more that I don't. And that, yes, bass is an essential part of music creation, man. Lack of bass. Bass is necessary for music. Which is notably being fixed in Open Infinitum. So hey, maybe we can have an Analyzing Open Infinitum series in the future. Because that's going to be, hopefully, releasing in 2026. And, you know, like, I don't know. I think that FlashDrive SSD is very much a case of Will using logic and not really being able to figure out how to fully do it in terms of making a full album project, which is why I'm a little bit more hopeful for FlashDrive SSD, or not, wow, for Open Infinitum. But it's like, with the singles that we've gotten, I'm not necessarily all too optimistic. It's like, it's cautiously optimistic. But yeah, this series has pretty much been me taking my short that I put out on EvalaVO and just making it a whole fucking series of videos where I just yap about my qualms and my gripes and the things that I genuinely do like about this album. Because again, I feel like the very definition of mid, at least to me, is middle of the road. Mid. It does a lot that's good. It does a lot that's bad. In my opinion, FlashDrive actually does a little bit more bad than good. But the exceptional elements are there, and that's what I want Will to see Will pick up on and actually use to his advantage with stuff in the future. Either that, or go back to FL Studio, because you were mixing so much better when you were back in FL Studio. Even though I don't like FL Studio. But yeah, that's pretty much the Analyzing FlashDrive series done. This has been 3 parts. Overall, I think it's going to be about a 4.5 hour series. But yeah. I really don't have anything else to say. This is going to be uploaded to EvalaVO, so over there, if you see this, tell me if you disagree. Tell me if you agree in the comments, because I probably will read them. I read every single comment on EvalaVO. And watch out for new stuff coming in 2026, because there's going to be a lot of wacky stuff on EvalaVO in 2026. Peace, in due time, all that happy shit. Goodbye!